Well, I think that the drone is just a natural outgrowth of where the industry is. We've got the technology to make these things fly by themselves, take off, land, etc. A lot of that technology currently exists inside the commercial passenger aircraft that you ride every week, but you just don't necessarily see it. So in terms of the larger aircraft, I think we've kind of seen which direction that'll go with military. In terms of the smaller aircraft, I think that's where a lot of the innovation is going to take place. The delivery drones that the FAA can't quite figure out what to do with yet. There's going to be have to be a lot of changes to the FAA air traffic control systems to handle that. And yet it promises to go from point A to point B very quickly, very efficiently.
It's the wave of the future. The world militaries are making their last manned fighter aircraft, I believe. The next F-22, F-35 fighter that we build will not be manned, it will be unmanned. We are in a drone war society. The vast majority of military operations undertaken by the United States and its allies are conducted with drones, airstrikes with drones.
The next generation of bomber, the next generation of fighter, et cetera, will be unmanned. Surveillance and moving from helicopter surveillance and scout ships to drones flying 24 hours a day is even replacing some of the satellite surveillance. It's giving the Army that full battlefield awareness. It's providing now sensor platforms for communications.
I think drones, in terms of taking human life out of the equation in terms of war. War is an ugly thing, but what it allows us to do is to gain intelligence like we could never do before. Being able to loiter for many hours and days to gather information where normally we're going to fall asleep within 24 hours. I think it's a real need in terms of all the threats that are coming in the world, both traditional and non-traditional threats. Well, I mean, you look at it today. In fact, I was mountain biking yesterday with my dog, and there was a small, commercial aerial drone that they were flying in the park. So, they're becoming very cost effective, and that's generally what occurs. Aerospace and defense does a lot of the initial engineering and prototyping and things like that, and you start to see more commercial use for that. So I think the public, will start to embrace that in all kinds of capabilities. I think the challenge will be around privacy and things like that we'll have to deal with from a policy perspective.
Every defense contractor and commercial company is looking into drone technology. It just provides a plethora of new markets and new opportunities. Everything from how do we track foreign adversaries to how do I deliver your Amazon Prime package faster? And it's a game changer for the industry. Game changer, huge.